Listen.
Yo.
Welcome back to PBzTV, the show where we cover the culture, games, music, TV, sports, films, all the lot we want to talk about, we gonna do, so we gonna do.
Word.
Yeah, so here we are, back again.
Guess
And we
who's
always
back?
start off with our headlines of the week. So James, what is your
James's
headline
of the week? Mine is our fucking Microsoft doubling the price of Xbox Game Pass. First of all, go fuck yourself. Second of all, eat my ass. And that's the general sentiment across the internet at the moment.
Yeah.
Just why? I understand money, Mr. Krabs, but at the same time, like, they're just about to launch this new handheld, Xbox ROG Ally, which we talked about before, that I was so buzzed about, because I think it could finally be that thing that bridges PC gaming and console gaming, okay? Mm-hmm. One device that's not fucking bloated with Windows, that just has your Steam games, your Xbox games, and maybe some other third-party shit all in one place. It was about to change the fucking world. And then they went and did a fucking big dumping poo-poo on it. And I'm just like, why wouldn't you raise the price after a successful launch of your handheld? What the fuck is this? Why would you do this to me? So, but it has been a steal, don't get me wrong, 15 quid a month for every new title launching, always day one, basically. And the best library of what's it called? Fucking extended games in the past. Compatible. Yeah, they've all been on there, but that's how I was able to play Skate 3 and get my fix before the new Skate dropped. So it was just like, it was banging. But 15 quid to 30 quid a month is fucking diabolical.
Because I was going to ask you, actually, because we spoke about it before. We spoke about Game Pass, and you've always raved about it. And I've been like, okay, I'm going to have to look into this. Because you don't even need an Xbox, right? You can just play it on TVs now as well.
I was looking into the new Meta Quest, which is the Xbox edition, that you can just get with the thingy, and then you can just play it.
You don't need it. Xbox.
Comes with a controller.
Yeah.
There.
See, I was like, this seems like an absolute steal. So I want to ask you now, with this 50% increase in price monthly, is it still a steal? Is it still a steal? Ooh.
Is it still a steal? I don't know.
Is it still worth it?
It's a fresh wound right now, so it's hard to... I'm probably still going to end up paying for it, because most of my game library would disappear if I don't have it. So this is the fucking...
All your saves, everything.
Yeah,
you played,
this is like when you...
They've got you, bro.
When you've got the money in the wrong pot of your bank account, your PlayStation Plus doesn't go through, and then every game is fucking locked because you realise it all came through fucking PlayStation Plus.
Does that happen a lot?
Yeah, because I have a lot of single player games installed.
See,
and I'm broke as fuck. And these two things correspond, and I'm just there like scrolling up and down my menu, so it makes fun noises, so I can entertain myself, because I ain't got nothing else to do, because I ain't got no fucking games. So I'm kind of locked into both ecosystems, and PlayStation's already quite expensive as is for like multiplayer stuff. But I'm not even just on the multiplayer. I'm on the top like PlayStation Plus thing, because it comes with all the games.
Yeah,
their game library is pretty ass compared to Xbox's one.
Yeah,
but none of our mates are on Xbox right now, so it's like all the things I could be enjoying from a multiplayer perspective, I'm not getting. So I'm like getting all of this just for single player games, and then I pay PlayStation Plus just to occasionally go skate.
You're just getting cooked on both fronts.
I really am. I'm getting completely bent over either way.
Because that's the thing. I just don't understand how they've done this and everyone would be cool with it. And I looked into it a little bit, because like I said, I thought it was a good idea, maybe a good deal. You can still pay £15, I think, right? But you don't get the day one releases and stuff. There's like tiers to it now.
Yeah, the ultimate thing has changed. So you won't get cloud gaming. So if you ever wanted to go the route of just getting something else that isn't an Xbox, no cloud gaming for you. So you could only go on the top tier to ever use a non-device. So that means the handhelds will most likely have to go on this, because they'll use part cloud gaming, and you can also install them as well. So it's like they're very much forcing you into an ecosystem, but I think they've done it without full buy-in from everyone, because they're like in this weird period where like it looks like they're trying to phase out consoles altogether. They're trying to find this new identity, but in that process, they pissed everyone off that was still somewhat loyal to them. Yeah. So which is like, I don't understand. This was the same as when PlayStation strong-armed their way into messing with Helldivers. Do you remember this? So it was like Helldivers was breaking records here, there, and everywhere when it first dropped, and then they made it mandatory to have a PlayStation account, even if you were playing on PC. So it was just like, so every PC player was like, go fuck yourself. I'm not having a PlayStation account for this. And then the player base just dropped off. Now, it was only with good updates and some loyalists that kept that alive. But it was like PlayStation forcing its hand, pissed everyone off. And then Microsoft's done the same thing.
Well, how have they sold it? Because this new... I think they've said that
sold it like
you
this.
get the Ubi...
That's how they fucking sold it.
Take it. You just take it. They've added like the Ubisoft games or something. That's it. Like,
Fuck about Ubisoft games.
No, but that's
the last good game was Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
That's the deal, right? That's like, hey, we're upping the price.
They're trying to say they give you extras, but the extra they've given is just like pocket lint and buttons.
Yeah.
Like, thanks, mate. Well, no one gives a fuck.
And
about
now
shit.
to play day ones, you have to get the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
Because again, with this handheld as well, I looked into it a little bit more, and theoretically it sounds insane, but there's two versions of it, right? There's like
standard one and the more beefy one.
Yeah, the standard one, apparently the processor or the hardware or etc. is like 5 or 6 years old now.
Yeah,
so
it's been in development for a long time.
And it's like $600 or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The price tag is a lot.
It's a lot, right, for the standard one, and it's old.
Because it is a computer. Like, I think
but the new one...
What people miss out with the Steam Deck and everything else, they're just PCs. They're just really, really small ones.
Yeah, but they get dated so quick. We talked about this before. Your PCs, you have to update.
Which is why the game changer was the OS.
Yeah.
So if you have a mini PC, but you put fucking Windows on it, Windows eats half of it and the whole thing's fucked, right? But if it has a custom loader, that without the bloat, it wins. But then I've heard now that it has both. And I'm like, no, I don't want to see Windows anywhere on that fucking shit because it's just going to eat up all of the good stuff. So I think it would only be, I think you'd be able to play certain games. They'll probably throttle the performance on the standard version, but I think to get the best out of it, you'd have to buy the best one, and you'd have to have Ultimate Game Pass.
Yeah.
So it's kind of really forcing you into the most expensive route. And
how much is it going to be here?
I think £600.
Because I've seen, obviously, when I was looking into it, it was like $1,000 for the best one. And then they were looking into it like, you could get a PlayStation Pro and a Portal for less than that.
Yeah.
It's like...
Oh yeah, Xbox ROG Ally.
And not have to pay the $30 a month now.
Yeah, so it's 800 quid, basically. And that's for the updated one. That does have 24 gigs of RAM and a terabyte of storage, which is pretty fucking insane. And that's on the Ally.
Yeah, but that's insane for now. And a year down the line, is it insane?
I don't think that amount of memory and data will age that quick. Because games, because we are used to like these such graphical leaps that like if your PC was 1 or 2 years old, you couldn't play the newest Battlefield because it just like outpaced. They built a new engine that completely fuck up an old computer,
which makes no sense though.
We're at like a saturation point now, but that's not happening as much. You'd have to have your PC be like 5+ years old before it starts to like, because it will give it a go. It will just scream at you while doing it, like the end life of your PS4. Like it would just sound like an airport. But
why does that happen on PC but not on like consoles? They don't push the limit, do they?
Multi-use. So this is where RAM comes in. About like how much RAM you have is how much multitasking it's capable of doing.
Yeah.
So like for instance, if you had Google Chrome open at the same time as playing a game, Google Chrome is eating 5 to 10 gig of your RAM, just active, just like like Google Chrome for some reason is just power hungry compared to any other browser. I don't know why. There's probably some science behind it, but yeah, you always have to like, if you want a good performance on a game, like if you're playing a proper shooter and you don't want to be fucked with like graphical lags, anything like that, right? Close everything and just play that.
Everything.
Yeah. And then just having Windows present itself is the thing that fucks with it. But that was supposed to be the game changer. I have a feeling now that this might just end up being, because they already have the ROG Ally. That's already a thing. But this is just an Xbox branded version.
Yeah.
So I really hope what this isn't is just a colour scheme. I wanted this to be game changing, but I have a feeling it might just be a skin.
It's just literally like slapping the Xbox logo on it, saying, "Hey."
And that could be the death of Xbox if they've done that.
Well, they have done that, right? But it's just how it's going to play out.
Yeah.
And when does it go live?
I think it was like the 16th.
So it's pretty much next week or this week?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, man. Yeah, available October 16th.
In the UK,
yeah,
and everywhere else.
Yeah. You can pre-order it from ASUS or Curry's. Which is the American version.
Not going to do that. Are you going to get it?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, $800. Can't even pay my fucking PlayStation Plus membership. Out of your fucking mind. Like, I was seriously looking into, like you said, like the Meta Quest. I started diving deep on that because they did the Xbox edition. They've only done, I don't know why they did this. There's the Meta Quest 3, which is probably the best virtual reality handset on the market, unless you go with the Apple Vision. But like that doesn't have the same app infrastructure. Meta have been on this for quite a while.
Yeah, it's £3,000 of just opening photos or something.
Yeah, like putting the clocks on your wall and shit.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. So you've got the Meta Quest 3S and the Meta Quest 3. So the Meta Quest 3 is the main one and the S is like the lower one. They did the Xbox team up with the S, with like the less powered hardware, which kind of pissed me off. Like, why would you give me the shit one for the thing that requires more effort? But I have to say...
Well, you can't do that on the better one?
You can, yeah, but you can. I think you can just get the Xbox app still, but it's not the cool green branded one that comes with the green controller.
Ew.
I'm not sure if they do anything that actually, because they don't even have like a custom environment either. They just painted it green and black, and I was like, damn,
you're a sucker for
sign me up. I'm a fucking boy. Yeah.
Shut up and take my money.
Yeah, well, the thing is, they probably would have got me like that if it wasn't for them going, more money. Just leave me alone.
So
you're over crying. No, enough.
So you're feeling pretty victimised from all these price rises.
I'm thinking about filing a fucking victims report, mate. Microsoft has had me big time. So
stop! He's dead already.
Yeah, but so now
let this man rest.
Yeah, so now I'm looking into alternative tech, but there's a lot of rumblings about what's going to happen in the tech world. Like there's big rumours that Apple are going to release a foldable in the next couple of years.
What phone?
Yeah, and that'll be like Apple will be the one to take foldables to the next level.
That is their console.
No, this isn't console. This is just like Apple thinking of doing foldables. PlayStation are thinking
so late though.
PlayStation are thinking of going the handheld route properly. Or there's rumours that instead of doing the more kind of like trying console / handheld being the same thing, that they're going to bring back the PSP. Now that I fuck with for real,
mate. They were so ahead of their time. I watched something. It was like
it was crazy. It was so good.
It was too ahead of its time. People were like, "This is awesome, but we're just not ready for this."
Yeah,
but your kids are gonna love it.
Yeah, honestly. You know what's the same thing is that Google Glass. Do you remember Google Glass dropped like 10 years ago?
Yeah.
And it had most of the functionality this Meta thing has now. And it's just like, bro, what? Damn, Google,
you really too quick.
Mistimed it. But how can you ever time these things?
Yeah, because I feel like maybe the Meta, the glasses went, "Ooh, that's a great idea." Like they didn't land it. Let's work on it.
It's not like everyone's walking around with those Meta headband things yet. The glasses.
I haven't seen any of them.
But they've started for a long time. So these glasses have been out for Meta for they've been fucking around with them for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And now suddenly it's getting better and better to the point where I'm like, that's actually quite useful.
Yeah,
I might look at that.
The new one, yeah. I'm like,
and again, they're the same price as the fucking ROG Ally. So like, what do I want? AI assisted glasses or an overpriced skinned PC?
We spoke about it before. I think it's never worth getting the first gen of anything because it's just not ready.
Like, it depends on what kind of experiences you missed out.
But then the Meta glasses,
Xbox 360, that's no childhood at all.
Yeah, but that was back when they took it seriously. It was ready when they launched. People it's all beta now. It's just here you go. Just everyone test it.
Beta cucks.
Yeah, just get it out there and let us know what you think. Oh, it sucks. Okay, we'll work on it. Here's a better version of it. Well, the Meta one, like we just said, that's a few generations
it's been refined. Now they're getting good at the AI.
It's a new thing as well.
I never thought that they'd actually be successful in their physical products. I must be honest, because Facebook is such a bad app, like through and through, that only old people use now.
But Instagram's so good.
Yeah, well, because they bought Instagram, they didn't make it.
Yeah, but
and objectively, if anything, Instagram has become worse since Meta bought it, and there's debates there, but. Just in general, I never thought they'd actually be successful in physical products, but I must admit, from just seeing gameplay of the Quest, like I really want the Quest now. I feel like I've been missing out on a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Just from the fact that it has that pass through now, and I feel like I'm not sure if I'd be fully cyberpunk plugged in, but I'm not sure if that would change my life too much. I'd just be walking around with the headset on.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me a sec, Mom. God, I'm just fucking
sign me up. I'm there, man.
Yeah, I know you're ready for the neurochip.
Get me in there, yeah. Come on, Elon.
No, not him. No, anyone but him.
No, don't care. Put it in me. Pause.
Hey yo. There's absolutely 100% chance someone's already strapped a dildo to a Tesla bot. It's absolutely happened. And if it hasn't happened already, why has no one launched a robot OnlyFans? Can we get some fucking business people in here, please?
Because it's too revolutionary. It's too early.
It's too revolutionary.
Yeah. We're not ready for it, but our kids are gonna love it.
I mean, that Futurama fucking when they turn the set into Lucy Liu.
Oh yeah,
that is what will happen. There will, I guarantee you. I'm not sure if it won't be 10. I reckon it'll be 20. Robot brothels are a mainstream thing.
Yeah.
Definite side tangent.
I'm in love with you, Philip J. Fry. Just if it can do that for me.
If it can do that for me, I'm gonna leave my wife.
Just patience. Patience.
Our time will come, brother.
But that's the way it's going, man. That's the way it's going.
I started playing Cyberpunk, and now it's more freaking me out than anything else.
Talking about the way things are going, though, the way that AI videos have just like exploded. Like I remember seeing a year or maybe just over a year ago, like Will Smith eating spaghetti, and it was just
terrible. Yeah,
janky. Like
still a meme to this day.
Yeah, you'd be like, this is going nowhere. Now I'm watching Stephen Hawking dropping half pipes on
that was banging. To be fair.
He's in wrestling, and you got Tupac versus Biggie doing promos, and
you know what?
Martin Luther King turning heel.
Yeah, that was crazy. The more impressive thing for me in those videos is actually the voiceover announcement that happened. So if you've got Tony Hawk dropping in on a half pipe, it's the realistic X game announcers because they use the original voices, or they're recreating JR.
Yeah.
What's Martin doing? What's he doing? Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
Like it's too real.
Yeah, because that's what adds the realism to it. So it's the fact that it's finding out these ulterior, because you might be able to generate that successfully somewhat in like half a year ago or a year ago, but not with the sound. The sound is something next level. For me anyway, I think it adds just another depth.
I think they're even getting the fingers right now.
So give it another year, and this is where like we're lucky, because I literally made a video on this for my business. I said, listen, like businesses have to compete with. I literally saw a video that inspired it of the Queen jumping off the top rope and elbow dropping Albert Einstein through a table.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, and I was just like, bro, you have to compete with that.
By God.
Yeah. It's just like your local corner shop who's trying to get some business has to compete with that. And it's just like, what the fuck do we do? But also they had the Sora watermark burned in, right? But so did TikTok in the beginning. And then there was this website called SnapTik where you could just take it off.
And then
and this is where the fake news begins. Because as soon as they find a way to remove that watermark, probably with AI, ironically, we're so fucked.
Well, even some of them I've seen, and the Sora watermark's been kind of hidden in the corner.
Yeah.
It's like the Jake Paul ones and the HS Tiki, whatever his name is. Like, he's been fuming, by the way. Yeah. Like, and like they've been reviewing, they're like, stop using my thing, it's not alright. And to be fair, Jake Paul took like a chat, and he was there like,
well, that's the only way to react to it.
It's defamation, but he's doing his nails. Like, and I was like, yeah, that's the way to do it.
If you react negatively to that, that makes you look like a bitch.
I looked in the comments and people were like, more.
Yeah, so this is... But again, it's legitimised by big people. Like, Trump puts out all the time. Like, people he just argues with, he'll, like, make fucking AI videos of him, like, spanking them or some shit. And he'll just put that out, and I'm like, what fucking universe and timeline are we living in right now?
That's a power move, though.
It kind of is.
Do you know what, I've been trying to... I sent one to my mum, and she sort of... It was like an alligator in someone's front garden.
Yeah, the kid feeding it and bringing it to the front door.
Mum's like, ah! So I sent it to my mum. She, like, reacted like a... So I'm like, gotcha. So I'm trying to send, but like they're so...
Are you trying to trick them actively to like train them up?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if she goes, that's not real. But most of them, I can't send her the Queen dropping Albert Einstein on his head from the top rope or whatever. She's going to be like, well, that's obviously AI. But it's getting so good where I think you're not going to know. Even the Jake Paul reacting to his, people are like, what if this is AI?
Yeah. Whoa. We're gonna just as a world descend into fucking paranoid schizophrenia about anything. Yeah. Especially if you got the Meta glasses on that's feeding you fake AI imagery as you're walking down the street.
Yeah, and you'd be able to pull it up.
You're fucking tweaking.
You'd be able to sit there and you'd just be scrolling Instagram or whatever you're going through, TikTok, and then you'd be able to. Someone would be talking about something. You just pull it up. You're like, no, I saw this the other day. Look, it's you talking about me.
How many people are going to use this to like get inheritance and shit? They're just going to make a Sora video. They go, look, this is a picture of you signing everything over to me. It's just let me sign the rest of the document.
Billy must be right here. Here you go, Billy.
Fucking hell. Because I saw some wholesome ones where people are like reanimating photos of someone's like past wife or husband.
Yeah, they've been around for a while.
Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of wholesome, and that's kind of like a Harry Potter painting type shit. But also, it's just like, yeah, it's kind of weird. I think they did it for Charlie Kirk. They had like a whole church service, and like the church had like made an AI video of him going, "Hello, I've passed on. Don't worry about it." It's just like, what the fuck?
It's definitely some Black Mirror stuff. Like,
yeah, I can't even watch that show because most things it fucking talks about comes true.
yeah, and that
Show's
was
a fucking prediction
talk
market.
about ahead of its time. That was what it's been out 10, 15, maybe not 15, 10 years at least.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I think it was early, mid tens.
Yeah.
And it was every episode you'd be like, whoa, that's crazy. Like 30 years from now, that's going to be insane. Bro, it happened like less than 10.
Yeah.
And I'm watching like, yeah, some dude dying on the show, and because of all of his texts and the way he messaged and talked online, it could just use all of his data and recreate him personally and put him in a robot body. I'm like, but
hear me out.
hear me out here. Would you not, like, you know, if I died, would you not just get my robot me here and continue this podcast with?
Depends how much money this podcast ends up.
Depends if I'm getting money. Buddy, Microsoft over here.
Hey, gotta pay those bills somehow. Play the games again.
This current moment, you're saying no then because it's not profitable. You know what to do, ladies and gentlemen.
If you broke, you're on the goddamn ground. I don't know how I feel about the whole thing. I feel like we're gonna, because it like obviously the video stuff's getting good and the pictures going good. Like, I feel like that's just like one step away from millions of people losing jobs, and I feel like there's going to be some revolution type shit that's going to happen. And I don't know. It's either we're gonna Cyberpunk 2077 immediately. Like the corporations win, the big puppets win. That's it. They take us all. The robots win.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be some next level humanist revolution. And we've all got solar farms and shit. And I don't know what reality is going to come true.
Yeah, but that's diving in crazy. Even just to like make it like about us right now, because why not? Say like we've done about 11 hours, I think, of podcasting so far. So it's not, we're at early stages, but
too much data of us on the internet.
But that's a lot probably that's enough for AI to probably use. And then
we
just recreate.
We could clone our voices, clone the set.
Yeah.
And I know this. We'd use 11 labs. We'd use 11 labs to do it, and we'd use Sora to make the set video.
Why have you even got me down here, bro? Let's just let's just let
Get
AI
me in my room, beat my meat, and I'm here fucking talking.
Yeah, to be fair, we upload it and we're saying some brazy stuff, and we're like, yeah, that's.
Well, that AI would learn from that though. It would just be saying even crazier shit.
No, but
it would get us.
It would only do that because
trouble.
of what we've been speaking about anyway. So. Yeah, theoretically, this is a dumb business plan, or like, or just idea.
Or we're the last generation of those who will cement their brand before AI takes over.
Yeah, keeping it real.
Because my theory is that as the AI slop goes up and up, I think it's a stat like 60-70% of content is AI already on the internet.
Yeah.
If you're like counting graphics and videos.
Makes sense.
And then as that climbs and climbs, there is just going to be this absolute humongous backlash for stop showing me this fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Even if it gets more indistinguishable and like hard to figure out, that means we're just going to distrust everything we see. So that means the people we know are real, we are going to gravitate to even further, and we're going to lock in on those people. Yeah. So those who are like really going hard on putting video out and creating content and being real humans from the start wins. And I think I've been talking to people like there's a difference between AI assisted content and AI just slop.
Yeah.
If you're just lazy and you prompt it away, no one's going to give a fuck about you. If you're using tools to help you put content out to like meet people, build a community like we're trying to do, then people won't mind.
Well, that's what AI is really. It should be like a little personal assistant to help.
Yeah. Should be assisting humans, not replacing them, and that's where we need to be at. On a serious note, on the pod, but like
I even asked it actually.
Will you replace me?
Yeah, no, it's just like, so how would you take over the world? And it was like, don't worry about that, because obviously it's so humanized. It was like,
of course it would say that.
It pauses and laughs and stuff, and it was like, no, I'm here to assist you. Don't worry about that. That's a funny. And I was like, no, seriously. If hypothetically,
this is an alternate.
I thought you couldn't even do that. I thought it'd be
you can easily trick them into doing it.
Yeah, but I was like,
people do it all the time. They trick them into telling them how to make bombs and shit.
I asked it once, and it was like, well, if you do want to know hypothetically, this is how I would do it. And I was there like,
Bomba
but basically everything it said was like already happening.
Yeah.
So
It's
I was
already
like,
emotion, man.
how do I know you're not? How do I know this is real?
Oh, we don't. There's theories that we're already in a simulation before AI even started.
I believe it.
Yeah. I could easily
But I'm
see
cool with it.
You're fucking cool with everything, mate.
I'm cool with it. I'm up for new things, man.
Speaking of new things, though,
Go on.
just to cover another headline, because anime nerd kicking in, the new season of My Hero Academia, season 7, the last final season, I think it's season 7, one of the biggest animes that's come out in the last 5 years. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
I bet. So it's actually pretty, here's the premise, is I'm going to sell you on the pitch.
Yeah.
Normal world, everyone's chilling. One day the first child starts to develop superpowers. In this universe, they're called quirks.
What first child?
So
just a child.
Yeah, just basically a child was born glowing, and no one knows why. In this world, everyone starts to pop up and get superpowers. So imagine a society where in like one generation of people, everyone basically gets superpowers, apart from like 20% of people who are unpowered. So the whole world just fucking flips upside down, like because. You know, you got people with like fucking super strength or like laser eyes that are just like obliterating things and stealing shit.
Is it random as well? You got to figure out what your
Yeah, you never know. Sometimes it kicks in like I think you have up to like 10 years old, so you can like randomly be normal and then one day you're like a fish man.
It's like superpower puberty.
And then like there's been a couple generations since then. So you've got people with other superpowers merging together. You can get half and half. You can get you can be all kinds of things. Be anamorph or whatever. So we're now in a society where superpowers are completely normal, and obviously the whole society fucking crumbled overnight. Basically, everything was completely fucked, and then the theory was that the heroes were starting to emerge and villains were starting to emerge. It was kind of very like black and white, 1950s type golden age superhero stuff.
Yeah.
But it was still fucked. Like there was just like war all the time across the entire world, until one hero stepped up and realized that what we needed is a superhero so unbelievably powerful that is they become a symbol and a pillar of support for the nation. Right, that became a guy called All Might. So All Might was unbeatable. He basically brought organised crime and all kind of crime down to like 90% down. So the world had come back to normal. Society rebuilt. Heroes became formalised in society as an assistant to the police force, and the villains were down in the depths.
There's always a bigger fish then.
Yeah, always a bigger fish. Well, the original fish is. Some of it's spoilers, so I can't really talk about it. But the big bad and All Might are interlinked. It's like an eternal battle since all this starts happening. And then All Might his time is coming to an end. He needs to retire. He needs to hand over the power. And he decides to hand over his power to the main character of the show, Izuku Midoriya. And he has to become the new symbol of peace throughout all of this.
Yeah, but is he as powerful or...?
Well, he gets the power given to him that's as strong, but his body's not strong enough to handle it. So a lot of the show is about him training up to be able to even handle a little bit of All Might's power, because he's stupid OP. He's Superman, basically.
Yeah.
He can't fly, but he's strong enough to just jump and he'll be there. Like, he's dumb, right? But his whole thing is like saving people with a smile. He does everything with a smile on his face. And he says, all he has to say is, I am here. And everyone's like, fucking, let's fucking go in the gas, because he's just unstoppable. So all crime just went, we're fucked, because he can get to you within 5 kilometers in like under a second. It's like dumb. In his golden like prime, he was elite. But now he's passed on that power. He's underpowered now. So we're in a society where the pillar of support that held everything up has crumbled.
Yep.
And there is now a war between two factions to see who ends up dominating society. And that's the culmination of the final season. Now,
how do you know it's the final season? Have they announced this?
Yeah, it says final season on the manga's finished, so you can always tell based on like the comics finished and then the show's going. But that's the overall pitch of My Hero. Some people love it, some people hate it, but like thoughts on that plot.
It sounds like every other superhero ever.
Yeah, it's fucking sick, dude.
In a way, like you've always got the Superman, or you've got like Homelander, who's just overpowered, and everyone's like, oh crap, he's coming. Like,
yeah. But like,
I don't understand.
It's a different, almost a different level though. So,
but in any sense, even if it's superheroes being overpowered from other superheroes, or it's just a superhero, why does anybody commit crime when Spider-Man's around, like in their town? Like, what does that?
Well, because,
you're going to get your ass beat.
Spider-Man is
Can't
like
be everywhere.
there's a possibility of getting caught with Spider-Man. It's not 100%. And
know,
this is what made All Might different. He was so fucking good at solving crime at his peak that it was impossible to pull anything off.
How does he keep up with?
He was just that fast.
Yeah, but if it's happening in Japan and there's something
It was
happening in
basically
America,
his kind of legend grew in Japan, and then that inspired other heroes across the board. So every country has its top hero. He's the top in the entire planet, but
how can he cover something bad happening everywhere?
I don't know. He just did. His mere presence stopped a lot of things happening after he'd done like a big.
He just
big
shows
rush.
up like, I'm here,
because
and everyone's like, oh, I'll go home.
He started with organised crime, so then it was only petty crime left. But there's also an entire society of other superheroes left to tidy up the other
just
crime.
the little bits, yeah.
So that's why the crime rate is so low. But it was only because you'd never even seen the guy bleed, let alone anything else. Like he was just his pure aura. It was just insane, unmatched. He's top 3 characters of all time for me. He's actually goated, yeah.
Damn, I never even heard of this thing.
You should watch the show. It's one of those ones. It's a gratifying show because it's a classic hero villain story. But there's something about a hero that's Superman done right. It's overpowered done right in a way that like makes sense. Not like he's just strong and it makes no sense. It's better if anything than like how they tell stories for Superman. Because Superman, they often find they write themselves into a corner. Like they just he's too strong. I'll just. Some magic makes him blind for a bit and he can't see because I don't know what to do with him.
Yeah,
it's completely different for that. So, but I've got to sell you on a series you'll eventually watch eventually.
Okay.
But the worst part about the show for me is the main character.
Well, he's just like, ugh.
It's just fucking lame. Compared to All Might, he's lame. So it's when the guy who's supposed to be succeeding him, you're not really that bought into him.
When did this All Might come in? Was it like straight away?
He's like 50 years old.
No, but did he come into the series straight away?
In the show, you start it where he's like already at the top of the game. Crime rate is low. Society is stabilized. But he like started the show
again after the.
You only see his origin near the end of the show, about how it got there. So you only start with him on top of the world, and he's everyone's idol.
Again, starting after the good plot hole part, like within
they do go back to
line.
it though.
Yeah, but it's never in there, is it?
But yeah, this is what everyone's asking for. They're like, give me a movie where it's just
prequel.
All Might in his prime immediately. Yeah. You get a couple of flashes, and because they've done a couple of other movies, and because he did most of his hero work in the start in America as well.
So the more you don't see everything, it's more the legend of, and then he just doesn't even need to do anything cool anymore because he's just,
most of the time it's his legend, yeah, because he's got a massive side injury that like
how's he done that? Just pulled it
because he fought the big bad to almost death match like before you don't see that, but like that's so they're both the big bad and him are both like fairly injured, and both of them have chosen successors who's the new villain of the show and the new hero of the show, and this is their final battle in the last season. So
you're rooting for the bad guy because you don't like the main character.
No, he's alright. Because basically the power can be handed down to someone. So most quirks are inherent to one person. And there's not many other things that you can do to like. It's not common for you to be able to hand a quirk over. It's known as impossible, but he was given it by All Might, and this guy was given powers by the other matey. So there could have, in my head, there was a better successor, and you meet him in like season 3 or 4.
And you were like, what? It couldn't have been him?
Yeah, basically.
You're showing up the screen.
He's my goat, yeah. He's just a bit of a weenie, to be honest. That's the only thing about it. Like a lot of other characters in that genre show a bit of grit. I think it's the voice actor they chose. He sounds whiny. You know, like the stereotypical anime voice actor.
Yeah.
Guys. He's like and you cringe into yourself. That's what he sounds like. And I'm like, just shut the fuck up and start punching, bro.
Is there any other examples of like shows where the main character's like, I wish this show was about this person instead, or film or whatever. Just thinking of
out of the big 3 or 4, I wouldn't say so. Most of them are pretty fucking cemented. So the grandfather anime, Dragon Ball, and then the current what we call the current big 3, Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto. Those kind of characters are kind of universally liked, but there's a few here and there you're like, because some people just prefer the side character. Like a lot of people in Dragon Ball prefer Vegeta over Goku.
Yeah.
Because he's just got a bit more edge to him, and sometimes he feels like he works harder than Goku, and Goku gets away with a fair bit because he's very talented.
Sometimes they push it too hard, don't they? Like the main character sort of thing.
Yeah, sometimes. But Goku's also a fucking liability, by the way. Like,
but again, is that because they're writing them into a hole?
no,
And
it's
like,
it's a Saiyan thing. So their race is a warrior race. So he will pick fights on purpose. He's put the universe in jeopardy at least 5 different times because he wanted to scrap. Like this is
got
the
main character.
This is the type of motherfucker
energy,
we're
right?
dealing with it. But yeah, he's not doing the same way. He's just like. He'll just fucking go for it, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Wait a minute, this isn't about me.
Because it's weird. Vegeta started off as a villain, and then they've humanized him to a point where he's got one of the best character developments in probably character history. He's got a wife and kids that he like cares about. Goku just knocks up his missus and pisses off to another planet. He's like the worst dad in anime. He's fucking terrible. Vegeta at least like stays with his family and shit, and like tries to minimize damage on Earth. So they kind of reverse roles, but like they're both kind of compete against each other. And some people have an argument for Sasuke over Naruto, but I don't buy it.
Well, let me check that out then. Maybe we could do like a watch along or something. We can review it.
It's one of the good starter animes because if you like a good like hero built from nothing story, My Hero's a good one.
Okay, and the other one was Blue.
Blue Lock is the anime. Is the football anime one.
Okay, so I've got 2. Then I have to sort of.
Well, there's many more.
Yeah.
I've got to work you up to One Piece. It's the One Piece Jehovah Witness that I am. Fucking love it, mate.
Hi,
have you heard about Lord and Savior Monkey D. Luffy? I'm not even fucking joking. I'm not even saying that leaflet's me.
We will be there. And then NBA season starting soon. You want to have a little chat about that?
Yeah, NBA preseason started. Getting a look at all the teams, seeing what's what and who's who. There weren't actually that many major moves in the off season, so I'm not really that bothered. Brandon Ingram landed up on the Raptors. Wemby got cleared to play again, and Wemby's the guy I'm looking at the most. For the first preseason game saw of him,
at him the most.
Yeah, he's looking hench. First of all,
because he's been training with
like he at least doubled his mass. It looks like
he's been training with Hakeem and all sorts, right?
Yeah, he's done the maddest training. So he trained with Shaolin monks.
Yep, fair.
Hakeem the Dream.
Yep.
And the thing I think most people are ignoring, Kevin Garnett. He trained with KG.
That's the mentality.
The mad dog.
Yeah.
And he after the game, he had almost a triple-double the last time, right? He was like 9 points, like 11 rebounds, almost like 10 assists. But like, he wasn't trying to go for it. He dropped the fucking hardest quote I've ever seen. Like someone asked, like, "Oh, you've done a lot of pass," and say like you passed up a shot that was like super easy. Like, why did you do that? And he went, "Listen, I passed up a shot I could hit with my eyes closed, so I could get to my teammate to make a shot he could make in his sleep." And I was like, "Yo!" He came back philosophical.
That's an assist.
Yeah, but he's banging. He was acting
with words.
Yeah, he was just acting like kind of LeBron like, and I was like, "Oh, this league is so fucked." If he's almost, you can see his progression. If he keeps bulking up the way he is, he's going to end up with a fucking Giannis body,
build, but bigger.
but taller, and he grew like 1 or 2 inches, so he's 7'5" now.
How does that happen?
Because he's still under 21.
When did he stop growing? 21?
I think you're going to stop growing at 25, actually.
Oh my God.
So, well, Lord knows what this motherfucker will turn into. I was looking at him like, you just hear villain music playing every time you look at him, and he just like, he acts very like mature for like the stage of his career he is, which frightens me more. He's way too cool, calm, and collected for the type of rookie madness that usually happen, or like, he needs
a bit of like immaturity about him, but he seems really cool,
he hasn't got,
collected.
when you see Anthony Edwards, like he's still like young in his career, but he's got that dog in him,
Yeah.
He seems super refined even now, and he just looks scary. And I'm like, the league better watch the fuck out.
He's coming.
But
you mentioned LeBron. Has he got an injury at the minute?
Yeah, preseason injury. Something to do with his side or something. He's out for 3 or 4 weeks. Sciatica in his left side.
Mate.
And that's such an old person thing to get.
I was about to say it's old yellow territory.
Yeah.
Someone's going to take
Well,
him
that
down.
motherfucker scared the shit out of us earlier.
I was going to say that, actually.
Everyone's pissed at him for the second decision.
That was such a waste. I
don't know. I thought it was quite funny.
Yeah, but like you could have used that.
He could have used that for his actual retirement.
Yeah, so now he's just... Because
I don't think
he's the boy who cried wolf now, because anything he...
Well, because everyone like wants him to retire.
Nobody cares, Sean. Nobody cares.
He's never... Like, that's the only thing he's ever done to hint to it, though. I don't know what other things you'd mean.
Well, he did the Amazon deal where he's like, I got an announcement, like, literally this summer or just before that. The guy's just dropping it.
Yeah, because it makes fucking big... There's a reason he's a billionaire, bro. My man makes big bucks.
By the time it happens, they're going to be like, nobody cares.
Thing is that he'll have like a whole. He won't retire just like bang at the end of the season. He'll have a. He'll announce it and then have a
I'm
glory
retiring
run.
in 5 years, so make sure you're
well
at every game.
Again, I saw some training footage of him. He looks the fucking same. It's incredible. I can't comprehend it at this point. But year 23 just made sense for everyone. Year 23, he's going to do it. But maybe he'll do one more year. So he's like, oh, I'm one better. I'm 24. And then he'll do it. I'm like, oh, goddamn. Maybe he'll do that. Or he'll want to hit the 25.
I was going to say, round
then
up.
He might actually get to play with Bryce. But he's already said, I'm not going to play with Bryce. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I think he loves the game too much.
Yeah, I can see him just staying within it for sure. He's going to coach or something. Or like you said before.
You said he isn't going to coach.
He's going to own. Yeah, but...
He's ruled that one out, but he is going to own. I think he'll be the GM for real.
Yeah, and then do it from the top above anyway. Because that's what happens anyway. They just sort of...
My king will form a new empire. We shall all bow. Love it.
It's coming. It's coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
Time to hang up the boots.
No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Help me. But yeah.
But yeah, man.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Oh, wait, just real quick.
Ooh.
There was a shot in the preseason. Some dude, right, he went to, it was OKC, one of them airballed it. Mm-hmm. It was bad, but it bounced. It was going out, and the other dude caught it and did from behind, went over, and then hit the shot.
Was this for a game winner?
It wasn't a game winner, but it was just incredible.
Mad.
Just mental. So I just had to get that out. Like,
Pull that shit up.
Yeah, go have a look. OKC highlights.
But they're still the favourites to win again this year, so we'll see.
Shooting from outside the bloody court, mate.
It's not looking good. Wemby, help us. Cool. All right, that was this episode of PBzTV.
Yes, sir.
Please like, subscribe, follow, hit all the buttons, support us. Let me know what kind of things you guys want to talk about as well. Drop them in the comments, and we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.
Peace.
Yo.
Cool.
Nice one.
Nice one, brother.
Nice one,